Hey, I'm back, and I did a couple videos on my comic book superhero movies, and I had quite a few views, I guess. I mean, not a lot, but maybe there were 50, 40 views, something like that. Not a ton. So I don't think those are not that popular, I suppose. I enjoy doing it, and sometimes I do these videos, and I figure they're archives for my kids, if nothing else. So someday they can look back on these things and hopefully enjoy it. But I notice my light is fading on this. Why is that? Seems like maybe it's focusing in and out. I don't know. Just seemed like maybe it's my eyes going bad. Anyway, the I didn't get a lot of views there, but I do get a lot of views when I do video game stuff. So, and I don't know if I get extra people that don't normally watch my channel when I do those. So I'm going to combine a couple things here. I'm going to start out with, for those of you who watch my channel primarily for movies, DVD and Blu-ray stuff. I did get one Blu-ray in. I'm also going to show a CD that kind of goes along with it. It doesn't go along with it, but you'll see what I mean. It doesn't come with it, but it does go along with it. This is, I saw this on Blu-ray.com. I check there periodically, see what's on sale. And this one really hit me. It's called A Big Star, Nothing Can Hurt Me. It's the definitive story of the greatest band that never made it. This was a rock band that should have been bigger than it was. As it was, they had a cult following. They've influenced a lot of bands since then. The only one that was really famous out of the group, I guess, pre-Big Star, was Alex Chilton, who he was in a band called the Box Tops back in the 60s. And Alex sang a song called The Letter. And you may remember that. Well, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't go on without me no more. Anyway, bought me a ticket on an airplane, ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, something, 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 my baby done wrote me a letter. That may sound familiar to you if you're of a certain age, and if it doesn't, it was a hit. What can I tell you? Big Star is the band, and this one features some special features, deleted scenes, Big Star in the studio, a little bit on an interview with Chris Bell, who's one of the stars, and Alex Chilton, the other one who I already mentioned. They influenced major artists such as R.E.M. and The Replacements, Beck, The Flaming Lips, and countless others. They produced a body of work of seminal importance to pop and alternative music. They flirted with mainstream success, but never got there. Chris Bell left the group, eventually died. I think most of them are dead, and a lot of them are dead now. I don't know who's still alive, actually. That'll probably come out in this, but interesting. Here's the back. So this is a band that was in the 70s, I guess, is what I remember. Here's the box that I have. I bought this as soon as I saw it came out. I'm a Big Star fan. And this is a 4-disc set, including some live recordings and some demos and stuff. Put out by Rhino, who puts out a lot of these collections that are really good. Here's the Big Star. Keep an Eye on the Sky, it's called. Pretty cool. And here's the back, the four discs. Comes with a thick, I should say rather thick, but Criterion thick book, if not bigger. Big Star was named after a grocery store chain, or a grocery store. We were trying to think of a name for their band, but look at this. Look at the thickness of this booklet. It's huge. And here's Robert Gordon. Well, let me just read just from the intro here from John Fry, who was their manager, I guess. One day in 1968, I walked into my office to find a young man still in his teens, seated in my chair, with his boots propped up on my desktop, smoking a cigarette. Once I relocated him, I learned that he was Chris Bell. I would soon meet Andy Hummel, as the two, along with Steve Rea, were starting to join the after-hours recording crew. I already knew Alex Chilton from his visits to Ardent from the Box Tops over Dublin mixing sessions. A bit later, I would meet Jody Stevens as he joined Chris and Andy on drums when Steve left for college. Of course, there would be no Big Star band until a few years later, but this day is as good as any to mark the start of a journey that Alex, Andy, Chris, Jody, and I would wind up taking together. That journey has been well described in these liner notes and elsewhere. The life stories of the individuals involved would progress in ways that none of us could have envisioned. For me, the experiences, including getting to participate in the recording and release of music I loved then and still love now, the bitter feeling of total commercial failure in the Memphis Ashes of 1975, an early morning phone call in 1978 with bad news, and the ultimate acceptance of the music by generations of fans and musicians, many even unborn at the time it was recorded. It was their manager. Here's the Ardent Studios. Here's a couple of their albums that they recorded, or one of their albums, Big Star, up at the top there. Just a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, here's the actually, this picture is pretty close to the one that's on the cover here, actually. Close, but no cigar. Here's the picture here. That's not too far off from that, I guess. So they were wearing similar clothes. So it's probably maybe taken at the same time. The same room for sure. I noticed the blinds behind them in both pictures. In Alex's parents' house, Memphis, 1971. So, yeah. Really, really interesting band. Interesting sound. I don't know, if you've never heard of them, I don't know that you would have heard any of their songs. But they've written quite a lot and recorded quite a lot of really nice ones. This is a really nice box set. There's a cover there. Side of that. This opens up and and a lot of people don't like this kind of package. I don't mind it at all. I keep my stuff pretty nice. I'm not worried about these discs scratching. They're not scratched now. They're not going to get scratched either. I'm just really careful when I take them out and put it back in. But it's Big Start. I've got them digitized. I guess it's a digital world, right? So I've got them all digitized, and I don't pull this out too often, except for look at the liner notes from time to time. But it sits on my shelf with my Blu-rays in a pretty prestigious position, I guess you'd say. And I'm really happy to own Big Star. Keep an Eye on the Sky, the box. And then also this new Blu-ray, Nothing Can Hurt Me. The classic rock era's greatest cult band. It says the Rolling Stone right down here. And what it says in the back is the definitive documentary about the beloved and influential 70s rock band Big Star. Together less than 4 years, the band flirted with mainstream success but never achieved it. Nonetheless, they produced a body of work of seminal importance to pop and alternative music, including major artists like R.E.M., The Replacements, Elliott Smith, Beck, The Flaming Lips, and countless others. The New York Times says, a deserved tribute that puts us inside the music and the headspace of a great lost band. They could have been a lot more than they were. They had the talent, they had the licks, they had the songs, they just never were. So I'm really looking forward to this. I love documentaries, and I love this band. I'm going to love the music listening to it again. And the disc looks just like the front cover. So great, real happy. And it was like $8. Real happy to pick this up. 111 minutes, DTS HD Master Audio. It's subtitled in English, Spanish, and French. And it's 1080p high def, 16 by 9, 1.78 to 1 aspect ratio. Film was made in 2012. And I suppose it was released in 2013. I never heard of it. It was a commercial release on Magnolia Pictures, apparently. But never saw it. Really happy to have this. And I might even watch it tonight. I don't know. It's going to be on my short list. So that is the DVD Blu-ray deal, and I think I'm going to make a separate video maybe for the Wii U stuff that I just picked up, because I think maybe there's a separate fan base for that. But I do plan on doing some of both, because like I said, I get more views on the video stuff than I do on the Blu-rays and DVDs, or at least I get more comments, it seems like, a lot of times. So I probably mix it in from time to time with, I do have a love of video games. I've spent some time today playing one of them. I've spent some time almost every day playing one of them. It takes away from my movie watching time. It's only my video watching time. But I enjoy both, and so I'm going to keep doing both. All right, guys, that's it for now on the Blu-ray DVD side. I can't think of anything else I picked up lately. If I happen to think of something, I'll make another video, obviously. All right, take care.